Hello, we are here at Brilliant Massage and Skin. My name is Yolita and this is Christy. She's an expert in prenatal massage and we're going to chat a little bit the importance of why we need to know if you're pregnant and different things to look for and when booking a prenatal massage.
Absolutely. So generally we recommend prenatal massage for those who are 14 weeks and past, although it is safe at any time for pregnancy as long as you're aware that you're pregnant, because there are contraindications as far as pressure points on the body, and blood flow, and that has to do with fetal circulation and the volume of blood in your body when you are pregnant. So we do recommend speaking with your healthcare practitioner because if you have any complications to your pregnancy, we do need to know that just for the safety of you and your little one. And then after 14 weeks, I use the sideline position. And I do that because when we're face down, a lot of places where you may have heard of these bolsters, and they have, or there's even tables that draw.
This one is a small one, but we do have bigger ones just for the demo purpose.
Yeah, even the tables where there's no support, there's just a hole. And so what that does is actually increases the lumbar lordosis of the spine. So that can actually cause more pain, more pressure. It's just, I look at it as naturally when we're pregnant, we're not going to lay on our belly. And
nature already kind of tells us it's not a good idea, like subconsciously you know that. We could feel that, right?
Right. But the uterine ligament also is going to put a lot of strain on that. And then just the pressure on the fetus, on the baby. And that can bring complications of the fetal circulation issues. So generally, that's what we recommend. What I've always done. I've been a prenatal massage therapist since the early 2000s, and I actually trained under a woman in San Diego, Carol Osborne Sheets. She wrote a whole book on prenatal therapy, and I trained as a teacher to teach other therapists. So sideline is, I feel like, the way to go.
Yeah, and when I went to school, it wasn't as far as back in 2010, but in 13, they mentioned that to us too, and not all schools mention. And so when you go to get a massage, not all therapists might know this. And that's why it's important that you know this, that while you might want to lay face down, because you don't ever get to lay face down when you're pregnant, but just wait until you deliver the baby and then you'll be able to lay face down.
Absolutely. Other than digging a hole in the sand at the beach, which I did once when I was pregnant, one of my pregnancies. But the other benefits of sideline position, and I use this position as well a lot for my athlete clients or people who have different injuries, especially sciatic nerve pain, which when we're pregnant, of course, we get that pressure there, and it's just a wonderful way to really open up the hips, glutes, low back, all those ligaments and connections. Carpal tunnel is another big one, and there's a lot more stretching and trigger points that we can get into that are safe for pregnancy that are accessed sideline position.
And with the pillows, we can really make it comfortable. That's why we have a mountain of pillows down here. And we put those together here to actually demonstrate that, it can still be very comfortable even though it's a sideline.
And I actually, in my sessions, I use actually more pillows than this. And most of my mamas fall asleep. And it's also, I educate them that it's a great way for them to sleep. Have this many pillows at home because it does open up the hips and the ligaments in a way for circulation and just muscle relaxation, just being in this position. The other position that I use in prenatal massage is semi-reclining. So we have this.
Yeah, we can have go up to even up as high as we want to.
And so in this position, you can be semi-reclined, so face up with some bolsters under the knees. And that way we can access kind of neck and shoulder, and then some of the IT band too in the front of the.
Because laying flat is also not recommended.
Right.
So we recommend on each side, and then when they lay you face up, or when you laying face up or sleeping, you should have pillows too. So you have a little bit, because there's a vein that goes also that could get compressed.
Yes. So we want to just be very mindful with the pregnant body of all the circulatory contraindications and to position properly for you and the baby's safety. And if you have any concerns if you should get a massage, if there's any complications or anything in your pregnancy, ask your healthcare provider, your GYN, midwife, and find a massage practitioner who is certified and trained in prenatal massage that will know those contraindications.
Yes. And that's why we have a special add-on. So when people come to book on our website, we always ask if you're pregnant in your intake, please let us know. And then you add an add-on pregnancy massage, so that way you will be matched with a therapist that has experience and had the training in prenatal massage. Like most schools will have minor training, but not all therapists will pursue to continue learning about it or practicing it. So that's why it's important for us to know if you're pregnant, because if you get matched with therapists that may be specialized just only in deep tissue or sports massage, they won't be, a great match for you.
Correct, and it's always good to note, especially if you book by phone or make a note if you book online, how many weeks along you are, because that helps accommodate kind of our positioning and just kind of intake of what might be going on with your body.
Because we also have people, and I've had this, when person will tell us when they already hear that they're pregnant and they're still in first trimester, and unfortunately we cannot perform massage for liability reasons. We prefer for you to come back later on. Or even there's been instances when they tell us right on when they get on the table already, and that's like not a fun thing to do, to have to get off the table.
Sure, or we're halfway through a massage. I've had that happen in the first trimester. And so another note to make with that is deep tissue is contraindicated in prenatal massage, especially early on. When you're full term, there's a few places we can go, more medium pressure to relieve the hips and shoulders, avoiding certain acupoints. But it's a much lighter massage, and there's areas of the legs such as the back of the calves or even just the inside of the legs. And that's for blood flow and potential blood clot reasons. So those, we want to avoid. So the more information that we have, the better we can serve you and, in the safest way possible.
Yes. You will not die, and you will likely, your baby, you'll be fine, but just to be safe, we don't want that to happen where we perform deep tissue massage and then, God forbid there is a miscarriage or some sort of issue shows up. We wouldn't want to cause any harm to anyone. And it might be that not the massage particularly caused it, but you never know. Everyone is so different. Everybody is reacting.
And it's good to know your pregnancy history, if you've had previous miscarriages, how your previous births went, previous pregnancies went, and each pregnancy is different, even if you've had 2, if you've had 10. but just, it's a health history, you know, the way that we look at it. So just having more information is more empowering for you and your therapist. And it's kind of like, you know, when you're pregnant, you don't want to go into hot tubs or on a roller coaster, or, you know, there are certain safeties that you take and certain protocols that you take for the safety of yourself and your baby. Yeah.
Yes, and you know, it is like not per se like a disease or medical condition, but it's good to take precautions and stay safe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's why some people ask, well, what's the difference? You know, I like deep tissue massage. Can you know, do at least deep tissue here or there? You know, and to certain degrees we can go maybe a little harder on, maybe cup like a little bit on the neck or shoulders, but overall it's not gonna be deep tissue massage. Prenatal is not massage.
But we can do more focus on that sacrum area, especially as those ligaments spread and we get more of that hip pain. And another thing, I do lymphatic drainage a lot on my prenatal clients on the legs, you know, as our hands and our feet and ankles swell. And we get, you know, we have relaxin in our body too, is another thing I'll get back to. But the lymphatic drainage is really helpful in prenatal massage. And so relaxin is a hormone that helps our ligaments stretch out. And so also advanced stretching in prenatal massage is contraindicated because we don't want to overstretch your ligaments that are already relaxed.
So it's good for us to know that we don't start the stretches that could be too much for your body at that time. But we're not saying that relaxing or prenatal is not as good just because it's not deep tissue. It's very good for your nervous system to relax, to reduce the swelling, like you said, lymphatic drainage. It's just different.
Yeah.
It's still gonna be, it's very beneficial and we really recommend it.
Absolutely.
We just need to know about it and to know that it's gonna be a little bit different.
Absolutely. Postnatal falls into that category too, especially 6 to 9 months postnatal, with the relaxin hormone or any complications that you had at birth, you know, high blood pressure, history of clotting, that type of thing. So I kind of look at the just postnatal as very similar, and then sometimes, you know, just we're nursing, so you know, just
so we can we can accommodate, like adding some, again, extra pillows and adjusting the pressure and things like that.
Absolutely.
And even certain aromatherapies, you know, and hot heat and hot stones that we adjust for pregnancy that we don't recommend. So remember, after first trimester you're good. Until first trimester, take it easy and book that massage in the future, but we would say don't do it yet for your safety. So after first one, you can do it anytime, and you can even come once a week is fine, or every bi-weekly.
As your body needs, absolutely. Yeah, I recommend 14 weeks as the kind of happy place to start booking prenatal.
So hope this was helpful. Let us know if you have any questions down below. If you're pregnant and you're thinking to get a massage and you're not sure, if you have any questions, post them down below. Also, if you are in the area where we are delivering services, you can book with us at Brilliant Massage and Skin. We have Stowe, we have Burlington, South Burlington, Vermont. Maybe we'll have more in the future, but that's where we are now. Website brilliantmassageandskin.com. You'll find us at the locations, and subscribe for more.
Thank you for watching.
Have a brilliant day.